In 9/11, there is a reality and there is a picture of reality.
Absolutely, yes.
It's
And
fine.
first we see only the image they give to us.
This is this image, supposedly. Is that we say that, the framework or the frame that they show the people is only a limited, this frame.
Yes, but when they give you this frame, of course there is a part of reality in the illusion. The tower, the collapse really, and 3,000 people really died. But you think something about the collapse. You need to turn your eyes to see why really they collapse and who performed this attack. Flight AA77 deviates from its flight path and slips off the radar. According to the flight data sent to ground control, the cockpit door had remained locked since takeoff, making it impossible for any air pirate to break in and hijack the plane. Trouble Civil Aviation's informed defense. Civil aviation authorities order all planes grounded and ban new takeoffs. Transatlantic flights are rerouted to Canada. For its part, the new Civil Aviation Authority reports Flight AA77 missing. It allegedly crashed in a West Virginia nature preserve without ever encountering the US Air Force jet bombers. At the same time, air controllers spot an unidentified plane entering the Pentagon and White House protected airspace. Judging from its speed and manageability, it is a cruise missile. The automatic anti-missile batteries that ring the Pentagon failed to go off. The small-sized missile penetrated the Pentagon through a door without damaging the frame. It exploded inside the building, killing 125 people. The object entered by this door.
This door?
Yes,
okay.
this door. This is very clear. And there is no discussion about that. We have all the details of that with the architects of the Pentagon. Of course, if we had a commercial plane, it will not enter like that into the door. That's not possible.
Yes.
But you need a missile to do that, because during all this story, you don't have hijacking at all. All is remote from the headquarters. No plane rebel is visible, yet the authority affirms that the aircraft will fight AA77 despite their earlier report that it was missing. Feigning to believe in an outside attack, Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld abandons his desk, makes his way through the Pentagon, the largest office building in the world, and delights in playing the rescuer in front of CNN cameras.
This time is a Rumsfeld time. Now he wants to pretend and show everybody, to American audience and everybody, he is a hero.
This is a hero for comics readers. This is not the place of the Secretary of Defense of United States. And see, he's laughing inside. He's taking care of the people. He's responsible for the injury and the death of these people.
Exactly, exactly.
At the World Trade Center, the people on the upper floor are trapped. They can never walk through the kerosene fire nor access the stairwells. Panic-stricken, many jump from the windows. Speaking to the media, New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani hints that the towers might collapse and orders their evacuation. A very strange premonition indeed, since each tower was constructed to withstand several airplane strikes. As for the kerosene, it doesn't justify Giuliani's theory either, considering it doesn't generate a high enough temperature, and no building in the world had ever collapsed due to fire, nor either in far more spectacular cases.
When we were told that the World Trade Center was going to collapse, the World Trade Center was going to collapse, it was going to collapse, it was going to collapse.
A series of explosions destroy the building from top to bottom. The upper floors never get to fall on the ones below, since they are turning to dust at the same time. In 9.02 seconds, the tower disappears at faulty speed. Okay, so stop. Okay. I need to explain you something more. Of course, it's not possible that a big tower like that will collapse so quickly. So you need to use a demolition system inside the towers. When a level will collapse, the under level at the same time will explode. So it's go very quickly like that. 9.2 seconds to do that when the collapse is finished. We don't have on the ground the exact volume of the towers because a lot of materials are making a huge smoke around Manhattan. But we don't know the exact kind of explosive you need to do that. And there is a lot of debate about that. Yes, we know.
So this is, they call it the West, you know, this is, they call it the West. Okay, please have some.
Okay, thank you. Allô? Ça va bien et toi? C'était la PJ ou les renseignements intérieurs? Bon, c'est pas grave, t'inquiète pas. Je suis pas en Irak, je suis en Iran, hein, ici tout va bien. T'inquiète pas, je t'aime. À bientôt. They try to intimidate my family because of me.
Intimidate your family?
Yes, that's my fault in fact.
Because of what? For what?
It's my fault, that's my work.
Because of 9/11? Because of your research?
Because of all my researches.
It's a museum now, you know, they call it museum. No, this place is so big that, you know, we have to write. Why don't you get on? Ah, okay. That's good, here you go, that's good. See, this place is so, they call it Museum of Palace, the Shah's Palace. If you want to read the black box, without knowing the Shah, what he did, especially as a US puppet, especially the meeting between Sullivan and Shah, you know, the very secret talk that, as a matter of fact, he didn't offer the Shah to leave, he ordered the Shah. There was a palace called White House, it's very strange. Of course, it's a white building. Today, they call it the House of the People. Well, they wanted to resemble, you know, to remind everybody that we have a White House also.
Yes.
Okay, you can get it. You can hold it. Yes, you see this picture?
Yes.
This is exactly this here. You see? This is it.
And this is Jimmy Carter.
Sorry,
Brzezinski.
Brzezinski, yes.
Is it Cyrus Vance here?
Yes, exactly, you're right.
The Shah was the best allies in the world for the US.
Oh, yeah, you remember that?
Yes, and that Iran was an example for human rights.
Yes. You remember that?
Yes.
Mason, don't worry, you're safe here. They threaten you, it's okay. You're safe here. Don't worry, just nothing is going to happen here. But it's very satirical in a so-called White House. You see, it's a house of conspiracy, but today is a house of nation, house of people. But just look at that, the satirical thing as just been, is it something very, okay, let's go. You know, whenever I feel worried or anxious, I come here to calm down, really. Do you know this alley, this road ends to the Imam Khomeini's residence?
Yes.
He used to live here, and all his speeches and all his meetings with the people and with the officials here. This is Imam Khomeini's residence. And look at this place, and they're really amazed where the Khomeini was living. Just right here? Here?
This is the house of a man who shocked the world.
Exactly, exactly. As a matter of fact, he didn't own this house. I tell
He
you what.
didn't own it.
No. They rented this house for him. This house didn't even belong to him. It was rented. He didn't own anything. See where the Imam Khomeini used to sit there. That's it.
Yes, I remember all the videos of the Imam in this room. I imagine, please, Mr. Prime Minister, have a seat on the carpet and be simple and relaxed, yes.
So those behind the 9/11, they were afraid and scared of this man.
Where did President Bush go? Escorted by fighter aircraft, Air Force One flies Bush to take refuge at Barksdale Air Force Base. From Barksdale, he delivers a brief address to the nation.
The resolve of our great nation is being tested. But make no mistake, we will show the world that we will pass this test.
He makes no mention of terrorists or terrorism, and even less of Bin Laden. He only refers to an attack by a faceless coward. George Bush had yet to adopt what will later emerge as the official lie. The 9/11 operation has been stopped. There will be no further attack. All the politicians can come out their shelters. President Bush adopts the official lie. The whole affair will be pinned on our adjutant Bin Laden under an Islamic veneer. Immediately approached by the military in charge of psychological operation, by now a permanent newsroom fixture, CNN announces the scoop. It's not another world war we are facing. It's a terrorist attack sponsored by Osama Bin Laden. The head of Western media parrot the lie in unison without the slightest verification.